Hey everybody, it's Rose, and today we're going to do the final card in the Pentacles suit, which is the King of Pentacles. Alright guys, we are finally on the last card of the Pentacles suit in the Minor Arcana of Tarot, which is the King of Pentacles. For all of you who are just tuning in, hi, I'm Rose, and we talk about everything to do with divination on this channel. Currently, we are focusing on tarot. So if you have no basis on that, don't worry. You can check out the description on this video down below, and it has all the links of the previous videos that you can watch in chronological order, or get the basis and then come right back and learn about the King of Pentacles. But for all of my OGs, congratulations, you are on the final card of the suit of Pentacles. So round of applause, guys. You finished the Major Arcana. You've now finished the first of three, the Minor Arcana for the suits. So congrats, you are almost at, well, you're pretty close to the deadline of all of the tarots. Then you can get into really reading and practicing. But let's get into this. So like previously before and all of the other court cards, these cards usually in a reading talk about a certain person, their personality traits in that situation, whether that be you, somebody else, or otherwise. But the card can talk about a situation as well. But usually it does describe a person within that situation, just because the court cards do have people and more personality traits, physical traits, yada yada yada. So let's get into the King of Pentacles. So like I said with the Knight of Pentacles, they got very similar, but this is more of the mature energies. You have someone who's very slow to act, but does consider everything very logical, very stable, has worked their way into a place of success and notoriety and prestige and stability. They are a little bit more mature, so if you're talking about a person in your life, they're probably older than you. Someone who is wise, has understanding, has their life together. If not emotionally, they do have it together financially, and they're stable in like the physical realm. But usually someone who's quite stable emotionally as well. When you get this card, that person usually has more darker features, whether that be complexion, darker hair, eyes. They're usually a little bit taller, a little bit more beefier, muscular. This is a masculine vibe, so this person is usually more connected to their masculine energy than they are their feminine energy. Very much someone who takes control, takes charge. It's probably someone who isn't very hyperverbal. They're probably a little bit more stoic. If I would describe someone, that would probably be like a Mr. Darcy type of deal. Probably have like a deeper voice as well. Doesn't have to be, but tends to happen when I do readings, I find. This person is very stable. So if they want to be in your life, it may take them a bit to decide on that. They have to see for themselves how you act and if you fit into their life and if you are a good investment, because again, they're very logical. They kind of go from like facts and seeing how you act to make a decision, not so much emotional. They're more driven on logic and fact. But if they've decided that you are very much a good investment, they are there for the long haul. They're there to stay. They are there to make that transition or situation happen and make it stable, and do all the things that need to happen, and they'll be there for you. They will not be moving once they made that decision. They do not go back on that decision unless something major does occur. Very great person to have, to be honest. Maybe a little bit more on the boring side, or they're not necessarily boring, but they might have a unique sense of humor as well. Just because with this, you can get like Capricorn, Virgo, you can even get Taurus kind of energy with these cards. Now, if you do get the King of Pentacles reversed, all of the negative aspects or negative personality traits are going to come forth. So he or they might present themselves as someone who's very stable, has their stuff together, but in reality they are a hot mess. They are not stable. They do not have anything together, and they make promises that they cannot keep. And they're someone who is probably bad with their own money, much less yours. So if you get that in reverse, be very mindful of that and be very wary. And they can also be a little bit vengeful and a little bit petty as well if you get that card in reverse. So those are usually the personality traits that you will get. Now, if you get the King of Pentacles in a reading, doesn't matter what type, it's a really good thing to have because it says that someone who is older than you, now it doesn't have to be romantic, it could be just like someone you work for or work with or who's in your family, who will take care of you. They usually tend to take charge in a like not so aggressive way, but in a very firm, they just are stable and they're going to have a stable hand leading you through the way. It's someone who is there to help you and be there with the long run for everything, come hell or high water. So when you get that card, that's usually what it's talking about, someone who's extremely stable, unless they're reversed. Then they're not so stable, and keep an eye on that. And it's a really good person to have in your circle or in your reading. They really are looking out for your best interest at heart, and it really, if they've chosen you, it's because they've really looked at you as a good investment. You fit. You are not going to bring them loss or anything like that. They don't see you as a risk, which is pretty great, I have to say. I hope that helps though, guys, when you're learning to read and you get the King of Pentacles in your reading. But if you need any clarification, don't be afraid to leave a message down below in the comments. And while you're down there, if you haven't already and you want to help, support me, please, that big red button that says subscribe, please press it. Just it's one click away. And if you want to as well, you can make sure that the bell for notifications is on so you don't miss out on any new content. While you're down there, you can also check the description on the video, which will have all the links to all my other videos for the tarot series, so you can go through chronologically, or you can just check out the other videos a little bit faster and a little quicker. If you want a personal reading with me as well, you can find those links in the description or on my bio, along with my other social media platforms if you want to check on me there or check the other content that I have. And I also have my PayPal there if you want to make my day and tip me or buy me a coffee. Hope to see you guys real soon while we continue our journey learning the tarot.